trunk stay bumpin', y'all know we run the town. Hood nigga, and I keep a bad bitch around. Thick bitch, long hair, yellow, white, red, brown. Hood nigga, and my Chevy sitting on 24s. Flats look like flapjack, pancake you ain't know. Hood nigga, I'ma play the game how it go. They can take me out the hood, but I'ma keep it hood, folks. I'm on that hood good and alcohol. I got some down bitches I can't call. What's that? What's that? I don't know what I would do without y'all. I'm a ball till the day I fall. Yeah, long as my bitches love me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can give a darn about no hate as long as my bitches love me. Yeah, I can give a darn about no hate as long as these bitches love me. Yeah, I can give a darn about no hate as long as these bitches love me. I'm on that. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this super fly, dirt, coast, mud and water. Shorty, pop that pussy if you wanna. Let me tell you about this old school pouring lean, candy yams and collard greens, pocket full of stones, riding clean.
Well, I'm just one parlay away from a new house, new car. I'm just one parlay away. Trust I'ma take us far. I'm just one parlay away, one parlay away, one parlay away. Oh, I took the Chiefs on over, took my homes on yards. Everything is going good so far. Lakers beating the Knicks, spread is only 6. 2 minutes left in the game, baby. I'm about to hit. Ow!
I need out, yeah, I need out. Blood pressure higher than a body count. Tomorrow she has to go. She's a mama. I think I married a hoe. Married a hoe. I said, mama, I think I married a hoe. I made a mistake, mama. No, oh no. I want you. A man can't do nothing for you.
say I'm a big dog. I make all my niggas better, I feel like I'm Chris Paul. I serve all the peers, cocaine, don't need no fentanyl. He faking this persona for the bitches, call him Rick Ross. While I fuck on your bitch right by the door, I told her get lost. I see cash up in my sleep like Trader Visionary. I keep sticks up on my side, got more than the military. Got up in that pussy, leave it creamy, Ben and Jerry's. Take off like a jet, I'm feeling like I'm Jason Terry. These niggas hate it, but these bitches love the way I'm shining though. I might get 100 years if the police find a dope. Screaming for my baby mama, cause I found a finer hoe. I done put my bitch.
Yo, what up, though, people? Another episode of the C1E Podcast. JVJ Network, as always. I got my boy Jalen on the line. What's good with you?
What's going on, my boy?
Man, same shit, different. So I
Man,
know the game going on right now, so I know a lot of people going to be kind of in and out. But I know we in and out this motherfucker, too, as well, with Hardenstein getting that dunk off the rip. That was pretty nasty. It was pretty crazy.
Hey, bro, it's gonna be very hot. It's gonna be an intense game, bro. We just gonna say that. Oh, Palestine, I'm late. Oh,
Yeah, you late. Yeah, I know you late. But
ooh, like I caught it. It's gonna be intense.
it is, but before we get to today's game, Game 5, we got two other games to talk about first, bro. We got to talk about this Game 3. With Pacers, they beat OKC in Game 3. They went up 2-1. They went up 116 to 107. Siakam had 21, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He also threw in 2 steals. And as we mentioned in him, he did just hit a bucket too, by the way. Halliburton had 22 points, 9 rebounds, 11 assists that game. SGA had 24, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Jalen Williams had 26, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. That first game was a tough fought game. I will definitely say that. That Game 3, OKC virtually had no control over this game. I really hate to put it like that, but they got a mud hole stumped in their ass this game.
Yeah,
I mean, team stat wise, it was just an overall team game for Indiana. Like I know I mentioned basically the main guys, but if we just like looking at the team stats here as I got up here, but they shot 51% from the field. That's absurd. I mean, from the 3, they were only 33%, but that 51 as a whole from the field makes up for it as a whole. They were 86 from the free throw. They got 36 rebounds in comparison to the 42. They lost the rebounding battle. But here's the key thing right here, though. They only had 14 turnovers, and they made OKC force 19. That was the key, turnovers. I've been screaming that shit this entire time. Our playoffs, turnovers is the main thing for really any team. If you turn the ball over, you will not be successful, not only in the playoffs, just regular season period. You won't be successful at all.
Right. But I feel like the game, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this only. You see why it's important to shoot free throws? I just feel like the last 3-4 minutes, the Pacers fucked off the game, bro. Like they had the whole game in control, but they just got too comfortable, bro. And
no, they're not. You talking about Game 4? You talking about Game 4? We talking about Game 3 right now?
Oh, Game 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Game 3 was still the same situation though. They had control over the whole game, except that was the game that was making free throws. I ain't gonna front you. They had OKC kind of had them leaning to a point where they had some runs where you thought OKC was gonna overtake them.
They bench carried them that game. Macron had a nice game. They had some of their bench players step up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I kind of like the Pacers too as a team. Like, anybody on their team can eat. They young, but like they play team basketball, and they play kind of like OKC, but I feel like they play like kind of at a slower pace. Like, but
I feel what you said. I mean, and go with what you're saying. Mathurin, he had 27. TJ McConnell had 10 off the bench. Even though Obi Toppin didn't really shoot particularly as well as he would want to, he shot 50%, but in comparison to that first game and second game, he shot lights out. He's 8 points this game, still a very good contributor. I mean, you still got to look at Siakam, though, with that 21, and then Miles Turner contributing, even though that was only 9. He did a lot on the defensive end, though. He got a lot of big stops, and he actually has been having a lot of big stops this entire series. He had 5 blocks in game. It was at Game 3, yes. So, I mean, that man, he's been working down there. So, like you said, it has been a team effort so far for Indiana, especially in that Game 3. Game 4, it was a little bit of both. I will say that. But I will say, though, specifically, I'm happy to actually see Tyrese Halliburton do more in the first half than he has originally been doing, because the first half has just been kind of embarrassing for him to start the series off, especially those first 2 games. It was real questionable. Game 3 seemed like that's where he got his groove at. And right now, just to give a game update, OKC is just dunking the hell out the ball. They've got like 3, 4 dunks already in the first quarter. Scores 15-12 for those that are watching or are not watching. But we
I
got
didn't
more
get that far yet, but
here.
okay, I'm gonna see it.
JVJ, what's happening with you? Oh, JVJ, he popped up. Well, popped up and disappeared. He probably wasn't ready yet. My bad. But nah, but yeah, this has been so far, like I said, a great series. But now moving on to game four. Game four is kind of wild. This the one that kind of stunned everybody. I mean, OKC they came back. That was the comeback game. Now hold on while I get these stats up on the screen real quick. But that was the game that you were talking about that came down to free throws, Jay. So you go ahead and speak on that real quick while I was getting this up here.
So I just feel like the Pacers just got too comfortable at the last 5 minutes of the game. Like they blew it, and Macron, bad calls, just bad unnecessary calls on them, like fouls, giving fouls, like.
Yeah, he gave away a
And
lot
then
of take
and then
fouls.
SGA start getting in his groove, bro. You know what I mean? Like he starts seeing the floor, like he know he can get to his spot. He just had to like, all right, okay, you can keep fouling me. I'm gonna eventually go to the line, and I ain't gonna miss my free throws. That's what we killed him at the free throw line. Like, why y'all keep fouling him? You know he gonna shoot his free throws. He not gonna miss.
Yeah, he hasn't been shooting a ridiculous clip this year for the free throw strike. But
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's just like, why are you gonna like keep fouling him? Like try to guard him from like beat him to the spot. Like beat him to the spot. Like that's how you have to beat him. You have to beat him to
you
the
got to beat
spot.
him to the spot. But also, I will say this too: you're everything you're saying is 100% correct. A lot of players don't really have not done it from what I've seen. Great defenders have done it, but when SGA gets you in that lane, that little stutter step into that little shoulder bump that he do to create separation, if you
Yeah,
can't recover from that shoulder bump and get back to at least contest the shot, you have absolutely no chance to even, you know what I mean, he's going to score.
yeah. Like if he bump you, you gotta try to get out there. Like try to
You
like
have
put
to.
your hands up and run out there.
Yeah, because after he bumps you, if you can't recover from that, the contest is pointless because it's an open shot.
Yeah.
You your
Mid
energy.
range maestro, man. Mid range maestro.
Yeah, I'm glad he's been bringing back the mid range game, honestly. But talk about this game for real quick. OKC they stunned Indiana. They tied the series 2-2. Y'all can see it down there. The ticker tape is pretty much what I'm reading right now. But game four, it was 111 to 104. SJ had 35 points, 3 rebounds, 0 assists though. It's a shocker. It's the first finals game, well, first playoff game, excuse me, where he did not have a single assist, which is real shocking. Because I mean, him and Halliburton, you do expect them to at least get 3 to 5 assists a game at bare minimum. But he put up a donut in that category. Jalen Williams, he had 27 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. He balled out that game. Halliburton had 18 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists. Siakam had 20 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Like you said, Jay, this shit came down to the free throw game. Indiana definitely had this game under control, much like how they did in game three. And this time they just let it go. I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah,
Like
they just
they
they
just
just
looked.
let that game go, bro. They had the whole game in control. They was playing good defense. They was playing all good basketball through the fourth quarter. And like my opinion, man, they need to give Obi Toppin some more minutes, man. He a little factor. I like Obi Toppin. Like I really fuck with Obi Toppin.
Yeah, Toppin, he's been helping them a lot, especially on the defensive end and
Yes,
on
bro.
offense.
And he can like shoot and he's very athletic. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's where I feel like he's the most dangerous, though, on the offensive rebounding side. You saw specifically in this game four, he had like maybe 2, 3 tip dunks, and those were not only incredible. It looked like when he came straight down the lane. I get he wasn't being boxed out. I get that before anybody in the comments start killing me about that. Obi Toppin, though, he came down so aggressive that if you did box him out, you were gonna have a Blake Griffin Pau Gasol situation.
or he's gonna try to jump over you and dunk the ball.
Thank you. Like you're gonna get
Like
dunked on.
he's that athletic. Like you know, bro. Me and you know. Like if that like bro, how he jumps, like bro, he's gonna catch that over your head and dunk it on your back. Like
Yeah, it's gonna be another Blake
if
Griffin
you
Pau
don't
Gasol
box him the
situation.
fuck out, like if you don't put a body on him, yeah, he's gonna get around you.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. But in this game, though, it was not just SGA and Jalen Williams. I know I said SGA had 35. I know I said Jalen Williams had 27. Chet Holmgren pitched in. That boy was balling. He had 14 points, 15 rebounds. He only had 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. But only having one turnover though. He was playing great defense. He was perfect from the free throw line, 6 for 6. He was 4 for 9 from the field. He was 0 for 1 from the 3. But considering how many free throws he hit, like you said, Jay, those free throws became very, very key at certain points in this game. Like if I just want to read down the free throw category for OKC, this was a beautiful free throw game specifically. Chet was 6 for 6. Jalen Williams was 11 for 11. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was 10 for 10. You feel what I'm saying? Lou Dort was 1 for 2. Alex Caruso was 5 for 7. Aaron Wiggins was 1 for 2. Those free throw numbers in any category, not only if you're going to foul that many times, if they're going to make that many fucking free throws, that's game.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. It's great. It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's great. You know what I'm saying? Effort by Indiana, but y'all let it go at the end. Granted, it was some questionable calls. I'm not going to sit here and cap to you, but it has been questionable calls this entire finals run. We can't sit here and do that.
Yeah, it has.
Like that, there was a couple calls. Like when I forgot his name off the top. When he reached down and he fouled, when they didn't call flagrant on that one, but then coming down on the flip side, OKC got a flagrant, which was understandable because Buddy did get hit in the head. That's always going to be a flagrant. But just like Richard Jefferson said during the show, the coming down motion, like the swatting down, is what made it look like the windup could have been, you know what I'm saying, liable for a flagrant. But because they didn't call it, hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Hey, update. Rick Carlisle just got a text.
Oh yeah, he definitely did. I seen that. I'm gonna let you catch up a little bit farther before I let everybody know what's going on because he is rolling. They are rolling right now. But talk about specifically this game 4 though. Besides that, if you want to also look at the stats for other people, I know I only mentioned Chet because he was the main one I was talking about before I got in the free throw rant. But Caruso off the bench, he pulled a Benedict Mathurin. My boy had a dub off the bench, 20 points, 5 steals was key, 3 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? And he also contributed with a block. He might have had 2 turnovers. So, well, not might have. He did have 2 turnovers. So the 2 turnovers kind of offset the steals. So what I like to do, if you're a player that gets steals in like a high clip like that, I always subtract the turnovers from the steals. So I only look at it like he had 3 steals because he turned the ball over two times to add on to that. So, but I mean, the flip side of that, he was plus 14 in that category for everybody that's super analytical for the plus minuses and everything. But Lou Dort, he still contributed. He had a small amount of points. I mean, he was perfect from the field though. See what I'm saying? 2 for 2 from the field. He hit 1 3, so he's perfect from that category. But it was a perfect little game for OKC to come back in. But on the flip side now, for Indiana to blow this game is, if you look at just the stat sheets, don't tell me, like, I ain't gonna front. Don't tell me the in-game score and you tell me SGA put up 35 and the next best scorer was Jalen Williams with 27. But then turn around and tell me that Indiana fuck around and had Siakam with 21, Halliburton with 22, Thomas Bryant, he came off the bench. He really didn't do anything offensively, but he had a lot of defensive stops. He was there. Obi Toppin, he put in the 8 off the bench. Tell me TJ McConnell put in 10 and he got 5 assists. You know what I'm saying? And he got 5 steals him damn self. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Turn around and tell me turn around and tell me certain people are just having certain type of games. And my bad, I was just reading the wrong fucking stat sheet, my fault. Let me run that back. I just read the other one from the last game, 116 to 107. Matter of fact, let me close that fucking tab so I don't do that shit no more. Yeah, my fault, y'all. But Siakam had 20. Neesmith had 12. Miles Turner had 10. Halliburton had Miles Turner had 12. Nembhard had 10. Halliburton had 18. Toppin had 17. McConnell 8. Mathurin 8. Ben Shepherd, weak ass, even came in the game and put up 3. I mean, so, and on the flip side too as well with the free throws, Indiana did not shoot bad from the free throw stripe. Neesmith was 2 for 2. Miles Turner was 6 for 6. Halliburton was 3 for 3. The only person who was kind of struggling at a certain point was Siakam because he missed 2 key free throws kind of back to back. But hey, but at the same time, it looks like it would have been for both teams. You just tell me Indiana blew this shit. Indiana completely blew it, and Rick Carlisle, I hope he has some conversations with his team, like for sure, just about closing out the game, like nothing else, nothing more. Because looking at the stats right here, OKC shot 18% from three. 18%.
Yes.
Indiana didn't shoot that well either. They shot 30, but 30 compared to 18 is absolutely ridiculous. We can't even bring turnovers into the factor because they both were even at 16. So I mean,
18%. That's crazy.
yeah, 18% is disgusting, but it all comes down to what you said, Jay, about free throws and what I've also been preaching about rebounding. 43 rebounds for OKC to Indiana's 33. OKC got 89.5% from the free throw line. You might as well say they shot 90% that game. Indiana only shot 75% that game.
Yeah, look, like how they getting like how I'm looking at the game now, they getting out rebound now.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? The rebounds is going to be a key factor for them. And I mean, just to give everybody a little quick update, because I know we pretty much are done talking about game two, or let JV or anybody else can pop back up. I know you kind of behind, Jay, but I got to get to everybody real quick. OKC is up 23-14 with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first. Pascal just got fouled on a little jumper. He about to go to the free throw line. He didn't get no and one. It was just a good hard playoff foul type shit. But he got to learn how to stay down. You know what I'm saying? Not fall from the pump fakes. That's all that weak ass shit is. But they'll get over it. But we have also had some crazy NBA news that happened, Jay. I don't know if you've been
Desmond Bane going to the Magic for KCP.
yes, sir ski. So while you know what, while I pull this up, you get your analytical view on what you think about this trade so far.
So for the trade, so Memphis get KCP and Cole Anthony, right?
Yeah, I'm
And they
pretty
get what? And I saw like a first round pick, unprotected pick.
so it say right here, Memphis traded Desmond Bane to Orlando for KCP and Cole Anthony, 4 unprotected first round picks and 1 first round pick. So basically, Desmond Bane was traded for a whole lot. He got traded for 2 current players and what 5 other niggas that ain't in the NBA off of pick swaps.
Yeah.
He got
Yeah.
the pick swaps from Phoenix.
So
To say
so
right
who
here.
you think who won the trade? I think Memphis kind of won the trade.
Why do you think Memphis won the trade? Because I mean, Desmond Bane, he's key to their defense. So I think they kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah. I mean, it just I don't know. Memphis is all over the place right now. I don't see it right now with Memphis, bro. I don't know what the fuck they doing. Like with Ja and everything, I don't know what direction they trying to go in. You know what I'm saying? As a team,
No, I get you. I mean,
because they just all over the place. They roster like I mean, you still got Jaren Jackson, you still got John Morant, but the only thing with y'all can't stay fucking healthy for shit. For
I don't.
shit, nigga. Y'all like some toothpicks out there, nigga. Every fucking 1-2 games y'all injure or y'all gotta sit out. Like the even Jaren Jackson sometimes. Like I mean, he won Defensive Player of the Year one year, but still, bro, y'all are young and y'all can't even stay healthy.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, I don't know what it is, but yeah, Memphis. I don't know what direction they're going.
They not a bad team. It's just you're not trying to. Your roster is just all over the place. Like okay, now you got KCP. He's probably gonna be starting. Okay, you got Cole Anthony coming off the bench for probably fucking John Morant. And then like, what else the fuck y'all got? Y'all really don't have no fucking bench or nothing. So what else the fuck do you have?
I mean, I think they're relying kind of partially on free agency, especially considering Jaren Jackson Jr. didn't get that big ass contract he was supposed to get if he made the all defensive team, or not an all defensive team, but
Oh yeah, I
Jaren was
heard.
supposed to reach a certain clip in his contract this year. I think it was either all NBA or all defensive team, to where if he got it, he would have got somewhere around I think 300 million or something like that. And at
Yeah.
that point, I don't think they would have been able to get anybody in Memphis. But I think they're kind of relying on the free agency. I think Desmond Bane was just a move to
So what
kind
you
of.
think they're gonna do with Jaren Jackson? Because they gotta still pay him if they want to keep him. They gotta pay him.
Oh, they're gonna keep him because there was a report today coming out. ESPN has no intentions of trading Jaren or Ja. They plan on just keeping that core together and working with that, which is very understandable considering how much you've invested in those two. But like you said, they're extremely injury prone. Like at this point, Ja, ever since the water gun situation, Ja he ain't been really healthy like that. You know what I'm saying? And Jaren Jackson, he's been doing everything to try to keep the team afloat. But as you've seen this year against OKC, they got the broom. They got swept up out of here, and I think they lost by 56 in one of the playoff games. So I, I'm not really sure what the fuck Memphis is doing because I mean they're not
Think
one of
about it,
the
bro. I mean, yeah, you keep your two core players, but you need to add you need to add a vet and you need to add some young guns up in there. You know what I mean? Like you got to add vital pieces. One, y'all need a bench. Y'all need a bench. Y'all need some like good role players to at least come out, like come off the bench to help.
yeah
Role players. Your starters are pretty decent. I ain't gonna complain. Starters pretty decent, but you need role players, good role players, vets.
yeah you definitely do and I mean considering what all is going down what we're gonna talk about next with the NBA but I mean considering what all was going down just overall as a whole I looking back at it I think Memphis just should have kept the same roster that they had a couple years ago. They should have tried to keep Dylan Brooks instead of just letting the media persuade them into thinking Dylan was that fucking bad and let them get rid of him. They should have kept Steven Adams on the low because that was the vet that you needed that you talking about. That can, you know what I'm saying, that can keep the team balanced and keep them, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
headstrong
Mhm.
where they ain't falling off. And that team would look like they were just so poised to go somewhere eventually. I mean, even though they lost to Golden State on the way to Golden State's run to win the title, um, I still think that that Memphis team they had a chance if they just stuck together.
If they would have stuck together and added like one or two more pieces, yeah, they would have been straight.
Yeah, but as far as Orlando, I will say this: I don't know specifically what they're gonna do. Well, not what they're going to do because I kind of see it in a way. But they did definitely keep Paolo. Now you add Desmond Bain to the starting lineup instead of Cole Anthony or Jalen Suggs or
Right.
KCP at this point.
Right.
Desmond Bain has had one of the better 3-point percentages in the NBA for the past couple years. He's a great perimeter defender. He's a better perimeter defender than KCP, which is actually an argument to some people, but I don't think so. Uh,
I'm taking Desmond Bain over KCP. I love KCP, but I'm taking Desmond Bain just a little bit.
yeah, especially on the defensive end.
No
But
cap, no cap, bro. I'm definitely
yeah, I know
yeah.
KCP got a title and all, but I think I'm taking Bain on the defensive end. And then Cole Anthony, I know he's a very valuable piece.
It's been some games I've seen Desmond Bain with the Memphis Grizzlies went off without Ja playing, going the fuck off,
Hmm.
going off, and still locking up on defense.
Yeah, so I mean, Desmond Bain, he's going to be a very valuable piece in Orlando. That's why I said I can kind of see it because they're building that like defensive 3 and D kind of core. Paolo, they're gonna let him run free around the court. You got Franz and Mo Wagner when they come back healthy. Then now you just added Desmond Bain to that, even though you just lost KCP, which is and Cole Anthony, which is kind of a questionable move. But Orlando has made questionable
I
moves.
like the Cole Anthony with the Magic though, but
I mean, who knows? He always said he did want to play with Ja. So then they might just be the perfect pair of little guys. Who knows? They might be the next Booker. I mean, not Booker. Mitchell and Garland. Who knows?
yeah,
The next little man front. But I personally don't have no faith
but
in it. They're both not defensive minded. And Cole Anthony, I love his game. He's just too small to guard him.
Orlando moving in the right direction, man. Could make the playoffs a couple years in a row this year. Mainly be like the seventh seed or something, the eighth at the lowest. But they can get better, bro. They can get you now. You make a goal like, all right, we're gonna try to be the sixth or fifth seed. Like y'all growing. Like they. I like Orlando because they slowly growing as a team, bro. And they got the right core. They just need the pieces. Like once you put the pieces together, yeah, they gonna be like, yeah, they gonna be a dangerous team, and a lot of people gonna be sleeping on them.
Yeah,
And
I
they
agree.
young too, bro.
I agree. I just think that the one person y'all shouldn't have added in this trade was Cole Anthony because I mean he is a part of that young core that we're talking about because he
Yeah.
has been there. He was there before Paolo. He was there with Jalen Suggs. You know what I'm saying? If memory recalls me, I think he was there before Mo and Franz Wagner. He was there with Jonathan Isaac and all those injured guys when Orlando was just going through that injury period. So he's been there, but I just don't think he should have been a part of that trade package for real. Like he's a valuable piece to Orlando, and I think he really could have helped change that. But hey, maybe we'll see what he does in Memphis. We'll just say that because Cole Anthony and Jalen Suggs have had an injury history of their own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna take that away. You know what I'm saying? We can't ignore that either. But to give everybody a game day quick, first quarter about to come to a close here pretty soon. We got 156 left. Looks like Jalen Williams is down here on the floor. I didn't see exactly what was going on, but the scores right now is 19-29. Yeah, look like an illegal screen, some other shit, but we'll figure it out here in a second. As soon as the refs make the official call as to what the hell going on, because that replay didn't help justify anything, to be honest. But overall, though, last but not least, I know JV he was up here for a second. I know I had a couple other people that were supposed to hop up, but we definitely ain't gonna be up here too long because yeah, game on. Don't want to. You know what I'm saying, well, I mean, we can turn this motherfucker into a watch party if y'all want to, but I'll probably, if anything, we'll just watch this bitch till about halftime or maybe the middle of the second quarter, something like that. I got to get up early for work. But last but not least, though, we got to talk about this Kevin Durant situation, my guy.
Good topic, my boy.
So, so KD, this nigga, he may have just requested a trade. No, they didn't make it official or anything like that. I'm assuming they're waiting until like the 4th of July, like the fuck he usually does, because I think that's around the actual time free agency.
They said his preferred destinations is the Rockets and it was another team. They said the Spurs, I think.
There was the Heat, the Spurs, the Timberwolves. That was all KD's preferred destinations. But
if he goes to the Spurs
gonna have to give up some shit. But my boy Uncanny, what's happening with you?
What's going on, my boy?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Uncanny Thor in the building now. You know.
Yo, what evil shit you gotta say about this KD shit? Because you smiling too hard, dog.
Look, he came right on the right topic.
No, you said you was gonna leave, so I had to rush out of work for like 5 minutes so I could talk my shit. Man, I'm so glad Orlando got Desmond Bane. Now they don't have to have that sorry ass shooter in KCP. Well, hold up. This guy, that's right. Now he can brick for them. Like they.
I like the trade too, bro. I love it. I like it.
What is
no, I'm glad that OKC he talking this shit because of how KCP fucked him over in Denver.
Oh, you remember how you used to stand in the corner and brick? Yeah. Good luck, Memphis.
You know who he didn't do that to?
Who?
LeBron.
Yeah, he did win with the.
Yeah, he stood in that corner and he made the motherfuckers with LeBron, nigga.
Yeah, him and
You want to throw your little LeBron shade? I'm gonna add him into the convo today, nigga.
Who's that? Who was that light skinned dude from the Spurs again? What's his name? He was Danny Green. Yeah, him too. He was missing that shot. Jimmy Butler. Yeah, that was good, but you know the Lakers won. Whatever. Go Thunder, man. And I just want to shout out JVJ, not this JVJ, because he is what you call. You ever watch a Bronx Tale?
Yeah, I did.
You know that guy, like, remember when they were betting on the horses, and all of a sudden the guy just comes out of nowhere, he's like, yeah, the horse, and then they just rip their slivs, and he's like, oh, no, what do you mean? You still have a chance. He's like, nah, man, that dude betting on them. That's JVJ right now, dog.
Uncanny stop.
Dog, he went for it. He said it on the live. He said it on the live. He goes, I'm going for the Thunder. And all of a sudden, the fucking Pacers look good. They won 2 games.
I told you.
This is supposed to be a sweep.
JVJ, everybody.
Hey, JJ. Bro, at this point, if I would have bet him, I probably would have won. The way the Pacers look, well, not tonight, but come on, game 1, game 3. I don't know. Maybe I should have bet Jay for the Kansas City bet.
That nigga right there.
I know, Jay, we can't bet on the Kansas City bet, man. I feel like I'm gonna take easy money, man. Something going on with your juju. Like, you just losing.
Talk to him. He is right there. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit.
Jay!
Hey.
Hey, what's up, man? Why did you say the Thunder were gonna win, man? Game 1 and 3 proved. Game 1 and 3 proved that you're a jinx. You're really bad. I lost these games because of you, man. I called it. I said it in the damn fucking comments. I was like, shit, he jinxed the damn Thunder.
What's what game 5 look like?
Give me 1 second because Game 5 just came off commercial. Well, they're about to go back on commercial. You know what the TV timeouts is. But OKC up right now.
It should have been a sweep, a gentleman's sweep at that. They were up by 20 in game 1.
Hey, Uncanny, what did I call the series? Like how many games?
Did you say 6?
Did I?
It would have been 5. It would have been 5. Jinxed it.
Did I say 6?
No, Jay said either 6 or 7. I know that for a fact. He didn't say nothing under 5.
I don't do a deviation between. How many games did I say? Because I picked one. I think you said 6, Jay.
I ain't gonna front. If I'm a bet man, I'm willing to bet you said 6 because I think Rob says 7.
No, he said 6. He said 6, but it's gonna go to 7 now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I one of them too.
All right, so I picked 6. Just to throw that out there. We have what Uncanny? What the hell was all this energy for? Are you saying the Pacers are gonna win now or something? Like what was going on? Because I just got here.
I feel like they are. Like game 1, that miraculous shot at the end, and like they might come back in game 5, dog. You jinxed the Thunder. We were set on smooth sweep. Gentlemen sweep at best. Now the Pacers are trying. Thanks to you, Jay. You have to save the Thunder.
Well, I never call sweep, but if I juice them up, they probably should win it. But I ain't gonna lie though. I will give you this, Uncanny. This playoff run for the NBA playoffs, I have been fucking wrong about a lot of things.
I think you're 1 for 8.
Damn, you trying to keep count?
No, I'm just saying you were wrong about everybody except for the Cavs. Y'all got me on the Cavs.
I think I'm more than 1 for 8. I think I got more than 1 for 8 because I picked my Warriors to get.
Jay like 3. He done got a couple on the West, right?
Yeah, I picked the Warriors to win. I picked I actually picked the Nuggets to beat the Clippers, so that's 2.
Yeah, and then you
I actually called that one. I said that was gonna go 7 games. So
and then you picked Boston to lose in New York.
Yeah, like over there on that side, that'll be another one. I did not pick that one, but
no, he picked Boston.
I picked Boston. I'm saying I didn't pick New York to win that one. So yeah, you got me on that one.
You either picked that. I know for a fact you picked the. It was another series you picked though, for sure, and it had nothing to do with the Cavs.
Not here. I definitely picked the Cavs to lose. No, I didn't pick the Cavs to lose because they were going up against Indiana, and I thought they would beat them. But I didn't never believe in the Cavs, but that still don't count. But I didn't pick that one right.
You won, but
that was crazy.
I picked Indiana right after they beat the Cavs. I said they're going all the way.
Well, yeah, you did do that. Look, it's neither here nor there. I got the Thunder.
They're gonna watch this comeback happen, bro. It's gonna be ugly.
Uncanny. It's not happening like that.
I got. When is halftime? I got to bet on the damn Pacers now.
Halftime is in 9 minutes and 40 seconds.
Hey, me, motherfucker.
9 minutes and 40 seconds.
Jay, you're bad, bro. Go for the Pacers for once, dog. Jinx them.
But anyway, I know we was chopping it up about that shit before Uncanny went on his rant, man. JBJ popped the hell up though. Kevin Durant though, he didn't drop the third trade destination. He want to get the fuck up out of there. We was talking about KCP. And them two always fuck up. KCP, he got traded for Desmond Bane. That nigga's in Memphis now. JV, I don't know if you were Uncanny when Uncanny just went on his rant about that the thing.
Oh,
And
I think the Grizzlies are gonna not the Grizzlies. The Timberwolves are gonna pick up KD.
you think that's a big one.
I,
You think they're
I
gonna
honestly, Miami doesn't have doesn't have anything that the Phoenix wants, and that's my squad. I want them to get KD. I want them to be winners, but they're not. It's most likely he's gonna go to a championship team and on his last legs take the Timberwolves maybe to the NBA Finals. Who knows?
that's a
KD
tough.
done winning NBA championships.
I'll give my
Hey,
take
hey,
to somebody else.
whatever team KD goes to, I am betting ahead of time. You heard Jay say that, right? He said KD is not winning. It's official. He done jinxed KD now.
It's official. I just said KD's probably not. Well, I didn't say probably, but KD's not winning another chip. He's not, unless he's a role player. He
That man
will
said
not
you ain't
be a
kidding me.
defining factor for them winning a championship. KD, look, KD career is just gonna go. Honestly, KD career is gonna go down worse than Charles Barkley.
Whoa.
MVP type season is about to happen with KD. Oh my God, thank you, Jay. Yo, whatever team KD goes to, I am putting my money on that team to go
Hey,
to the finals and win it. This
how?
is official. Thank you, Jay. You jinxed the shit out of him. Whatever team he going to is going to the finals. I
What is
hope
a
he
Jay,
goes to
new
Dallas.
thing? Is
huh?
this a new thing, Young Kenny?
No, hold on,
'Cause
wait.
Yes.
Fuck that. Jay, you really think that?
yeah, I don't think KD's gonna win another chip.
No, fuck that. What you just said about KD and Barkley.
Yeah, like he will probably be regarded because here we gotta be honest. Matter of fact, I'll come on camera for this. Fuck. Let's have a real conversation. Hold up. All right. Uh, KD. He got highly criticized for what?
Going to save Steph.
Steph
Why
saved
you gotta
him.
say it why you gotta say it like that? Why you had to say it like that, man? That's just
Steph
so
saved
disrespectful to
Because he went to
say.
go save Steph. That's
It's
exactly
like
what
like KD catching some shots and he just got to shoot a couple of them off on
I'm
somebody else.
listen, I'm gonna ask you the same question that Gilbert Arenas asked everybody else on his show because it was a great fucking analogy, JVJ.
Gil's not the end all be all
No,
to
I
the
know it
conversation.
ain't. I know it ain't a get end all be all. I'm just saying it was a great analogy to use, nigga. If you and me go fight, right, and you lose and you get your ass whooped and you call your big brother and your big brother come back and whoop whoever ass we was just fighting, who look more like a bitch?
Steph.
Well, look. Obviously, the person that got their ass whooped in the beginning.
The Warriors.
Because you went to go call your big brother.
That's fine, but that's not the same comparison.
How?
How is KD leaving the Thunder and going to the Warriors? Like how make that analogy work for me.
Well,
Who's
nice to
the
talk
big
to y'all.
brother?
I love y'all.
Shut
Peace
up,
out to y'all.
Kenny.
I
Go
gotta
fuck.
go. I gotta go bet on the Pacers now because they're about to win. They're about to come back on this 10-point comeback and win the
Uncanny,
game.
$10 right now. $10. Uncanny, $10.
Hey, no betting with you no more.
That nigga closed the betting doors on your
Hey,
ass.
he left quick. But
Yeah.
look, you gotta break that down to me.
I just don't like how the whole narrative is KD going to the Warriors is him being a bitch when in reality he went to go save them because they just lost to LeBron. He didn't.
Yeah, but you saying the narrative that you gave, the scenario, I don't think that works for him. So you said little bro get beat up and then go get big bro to come beat up the person that beat up him. How does that work for KD? Like, how is that similar?
They went and got help. Just plain and simple. Like they went to go ask for help.
But that's the person that beat him up, though.
Who?
The Warriors would be the dude that beat him up when
No,
he was
Bron is
little
them in that
bro.
case.
Say it again.
The Cavs is them in that case.
No. We're talking about the KD in the Warriors situation,
I know.
not the LeBron in the Warriors situation. Because otherwise, it would be the Warriors being little bro, or the
You're
Warriors
talking
little
as a
bro and
whole. You're
KD's
talking
big
as a
bro.
whole. Not just Steph. Not I was being super extra when I said Steph. I meant the
So the
Warriors.
Warriors are little
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
The
yeah,
Warriors are little bro. They got beat up by LeBron. Then they went and got big bro, which is KD, and then they came back and beat LeBron.
yeah.
Man, I'm not gonna disrespect Steph Curry like that, man. Why you don't disrespect that man like that, bruh? That's disrespectful,
You're not.
CJ. Look, you done lost a strike.
No,
You
no, it's
got a
not.
strike.
No, it's not.
That's disrespectful.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because he won without the nigga. So it's not. It's just in that
But that
scenario.
that
But he
that,
did.
that still defeats your own purpose. That defeats your own argument.
How?
You said that they won without him.
Yeah, they did.
So then they didn't need to go get Big Bro.
Yeah, they did. 2016, they did have to go get him. What you mean?
So they needed Big Bro
That's what
to
I'm
go
saying.
get the dub.
After that, I'm saying it don't apply no more because Steph won it against Boston.
Just for that moment, they needed Big Bro.
Yeah, just for that fight,
But KD is Big Bro.
for that situation, for that one fight. That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to figure it out. I think I got a good understanding. But what did I miss?
I'm still throwing about you saying fucking KD and Barkley.
Yeah, Katie, the way they view him after he's out of the league is not going to be favorable. At least not for the first like 5-6 years. People are not going to view KD in a favorable light for the first 5 years. Matter of fact, honestly, I'll say to the first 10 years KD is outside of the league when he retires. 10 years after that, KD will not be viewed in a favorable light. I promise you, he
I
won't.
kind of agree with that because I mean at the same time it's like I don't know how I can really, you know that line where they always say you don't appreciate greatness until it's gone. That's what it's gonna be with KD.
But
Motherfuckers
that's
is
crazy. That's
they're gonna
crazy though, because we know KD was one of the greatest to ever play the game, but he's not gonna get that respect.
no, because they always gonna see, and this is why you and me be having a championship about conversations, but that's just like the championship talks. That's just like GOAT conversation type shit. That's why we exclude the championships in that. But if we talking about skill, there's nobody on this earth can try to say KD is not one of the most skilled basketball players ever.
I will put KD top 5 of all time when it comes to
Skill, yes.
I'm not even gonna say skill. What he can do on the court. So I'm just saying overall player. KD would probably be in my top 5 if I broke it down and I like hit to the nitty gritty, but I know what his reputation is gonna be. I
Yeah,
know what they're gonna say about him.
yeah, they're gonna say he only won because of Steph. That's gonna be the biggest narrative around him. Yeah, I mean, I don't like it, but they're gonna throw it at him.
And that's where the true basketball fans, the true people that analyze the game, come in and give that. And it's gonna be an unpopular opinion. Well, that's where we come in. But look, I have no issue with him going to Golden State. I have none. But there are gonna be people that hold that shit above his head. And I don't believe KD's gonna win another chip unless he's a role player at best. He's not gonna win a championship being the leading factor. Think about how old KD is right now.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think KD was a leading factor scoring wise for those Golden State Warrior teams. Yeah, but I don't think he was.
He was the leading scorer, but when it came to the playoffs, he was a leading scorer, but he was on the leading score by less than 2 points.
Yeah, but
I
at the
think
same,
that's what it was.
it was. But people gonna point at that shit. But at the same time, for me, what I'm looking at
And
with
he
KD,
can get it. He can get it. I'm cool with I'm cool with KD being the leading scorer.
but
I
that,
have no
that's
problem with that.
at the same time, KD even admitted playing with Steph, he was the most open he's ever been in his fucking career because everybody's
I
focused
agree.
on.
I agree. I'm not trying to knock nothing that it did. I love that KD came there, and I wish KD would have fucking stayed. If he would have stayed, this would be the greatest dynasty of all time. It would have been if he would have stayed. But he decided because Draymond Green called him a bitch and all that would shit, gonna be soft. He left. But KD's career, the way he's remembered, is not gonna be the way that he thinks it's gonna be for somebody that I think is actually a top 5 player of all time. It won't be remembered that way because all of the in between. That's why I jumped in. I'm like, that's the main reason I jumped in on this. Like, you already know how they talk about players.
Yeah,
KD will not be remembered. Dude, this dude was a lethal assassin. He won one at Texas, came into the league
I don't think
ready
he
to
won.
go.
Texas won that year.
I think they won it that year. I had to look at it. Maybe they
Yeah,
lost.
they might have lost because I don't
They
know.
might have lost. But like, dude came into the league ready to rock and roll, man. And he's gonna be judged because, dude, he's not gonna be judged in good light. He's gonna be judged on the level of Charles Barkley because they don't. People are going to dismiss his 2 chips that he had with the Warriors. They're gonna dismiss that.
That's fair analysis. That's fair.
They're going to, and I don't agree with it, but they will. They will. Oh, you had to join another motherfucker to get your chips, nigga. It's like, what?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
true.
want to make the argument. I don't want to make the argument for people that's in any industry not trying to put themselves in the best position to achieve the highest level in the industry. But a lot of people want to sit here and say that's not competition. Bitch, I'm playing basketball. I'm trying to win a chip. I'm playing football. I'm trying to win a chip. I'm making iPhones for Apple. I'm trying to have the most sold phone on the planet. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if I got to partner with this person or this person to do it. This is my goal. I want to be the best. But a lot of people don't agree with that when it comes to athletes. It's like, oh, you cheated. They want you to struggle. But in their own personal lives, they will try to, I'm gonna take the easy way. They give me it's a better company, they paying me more, motherfucker, I'm going to them. That's what I would do.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. But Jalen, get your ass off mute. JBJ, where y'all think this nigga KD going? Because I'm gonna get Jalen's opinion on this shit too.
Let
I feel
Jalen go
like
first.
I'm right here. I
No,
feel
go
like you
ahead.
should put him around some young guys, like what JVG said. Put him like in a role player
I
position,
got a G now.
like he ain't got to be the main factor on the team. Yeah, he can score at will at any time he wants to, but just you ain't got to be the lead guy on your team no more, bro. You like 35, 36 now. It's just time to like take the back seat. Not all, don't take the back seat all the way. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just be a role player to the younger players. Just be a vet, like just be a vet.
You think you help out a young core? I hear you. JBJ, where you think this nigga KD can contribute at the most? I know they said his preferred destination right now is going across the screen. They said it's Miami, Minnesota, and San Antonio, but there are talks of Minnesota as well being thrown in there. The Heat were from years,
Right.
so he kind of still bringing them back up. But
So you
Minnesota,
said Miami, Minnesota.
and San
and,
Antonio. Those are his
and
preferred
San
packages.
Antonio.
Those are the preferred. Now, of those three, I feel like just if I'm just looking at those three, I know Jalen. I think you mentioned Minnesota earlier. Same thing with Uncanny. But I think San Antonio can put together the best package to get them. If I'm be real, that
Really,
fourth
it really,
pick,
yeah. I'm about to say it really comes down to what the other team has to give up.
yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, which I don't think the San Antonio, well, the Phoenix Suns are even valuing. You can see a feasible trade of KD for Anthony Towns.
Oh, you looking at New York?
New York.
Yeah, like I'm really thinking about that because you can package in oh buddy, what's his name? The little beaver teeth ass nigga. Um what's his name? You can tell his teeth fake as fuck. Um who that nigga name is? The one
He played
that
for
played with
Phoenix.
Jalen Brunson. What's his name?
Ananobi,
Mm-mm.
Josh Hart.
No, no, no. The small forward guy.
Ananobi,
Mikal
right?
Bridges.
Mikael Bridges.
Mikael Bridges.
Phoenix
Is
don't
it
want
Mikael Bridges?
Phoenix don't want him back.
No, no, I'm saying like they could package that. Like, look, I'll send you Cat and I'll send you Mikael Bridges. So you still got some youth coming to your team, and both of these guys to a certain extent can play. Mainly we're relying on Cat. Mikael, we hopefully we can mend Bridges, but put KD with Brunson. Like all y'all gotta do is just find some solid big man that will stay in the paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Cause
is true.
Cat like to move around too much. He love to just like I'm gonna shoot a fadeaway. It's like, bitch, we don't need you for that. We got KD up here at the top of the key. We got Brunson who like to dribble a lot. We just need some other people to just stay in place. And if I give you the ball, do what you known for. Dunk it. like just dunk that bitch. KD and Brunson to get the points. Because New York, I think their biggest problem was they they really didn't couldn't find no scoring. Ananobi, he in and out. He in and out. He'll be the X factor. He might give you fucking 20 and he might play some defense. Well, he always gonna play
He
defense.
gonna
Let's
be
be real. He always gonna play some
no,
defense.
definitely it.
Yeah.
But like the points wise, you can get that out of man. Look, I ain't gonna lie. New York, I think, is the best fit for him, but those two guys would probably have to go for that to happen. But look, that's just my this. Don't listen to me.
Nah, New York is definitely an option that I did not consider. I'll give you that. But
And
I
Kenny
think
said I've been wrong all night, so I'm gonna take his word.
that nigga Caddy be wild as the time. He's funny as hell. Shout out to my boy Caddy, by the way. And, no, I ain't gonna lie. I think the nigga might end up in San Antonio, dog. I mean, they got enough young pieces to get him out of there. Plus, they got that 14th pick.
Do you think that he's gonna end up in San Antonio? Or do you want him to end up in San Antonio?
I think he will end up there because of the package deal, dog. Like San Antonio got enough young guys and draft picks to get him out of there.
That's gonna be an interesting trade.
It might be end up with like a 3-14 deal, but that's how it's gonna go.
That's the only way they're gonna get it done. And honestly, I think that might have to be a 14 trade because KD owes some money.
A lot. And by the way, Chet Holmgren just got knocked the fuck out the air. By the way, trying to grab a rebound. Looked pretty nasty on the
What's
fall.
count? What's count right now?
49-36. OKC.
What quarter?
Second.
Okay, we got some ways to go.
Yeah, it's like about like 4 minutes left. 4:30.
Okay, we got Wally in the building. Let me get Wally. There you go.
Wale, what up, though?
Hey, Jalen, you got an echo like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that'll work. Fuck it. Wale, my boy, what up?
What's going on, man? What's going on? Shit, man.
Man, that shit. I know you said you was gonna be running kind of late, but I know we kind of on the last topic, but I'm still gonna get your opinion on this shit. KD, top 3 destinations are Miami, the Spurs, and Minnesota. JVJ threw out the Knicks in terms of like a team that could possibly get him in terms of the trade package. He threw out Cat for KD, but where you think this nigga might end up at?
Honestly, I really don't know. Honestly, I say it like this. For all you players out there that keep on being asked where you want to go, shut the fuck up and let your contract run out, then walk over there. How about that? Because I'm getting sick and tired every single time when y'all say something, guess what? Your team end up miraculously training your ass somewhere way no one didn't see. So, yeah, no. I just don't care.
Wally said that for his own personal disappointment.
I know I said that for my own personal, that is just the obvious truth. Like literally, every single time these players say, oh, this is the destination I want to go, y'all don't get traded over there like that anyway.
That is true.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Well, again, not necessarily. Technically, KD did mention he wanted to go, like last time when he was on the Nets, he did mention he would go to the Suns. So technically, he did get to the team he wanted to go to, supposedly, but that failed.
Yeah.
But my thing is, usually, I'm just saying, on a usual case, just
on the usual case, they end up going
and go where you want to go on your terms after the contract's done. How about that?
No, usually, and that's the only reason I push back on it. The only reason I push back on it. The NBA of today is not the NBA of past years. When players say, and they're in that position where like I want to be traded, because the NBA has a different like system compared to the NFL. Like you want to be traded, nigga, like we'll cut you. How about that? That's how the NFL get down.
Yeah,
NFL, I mean NBA is I want to be traded. KD listed teams that he wanted to go to, and he ended up on one of them. Because ain't nobody finna trade for a player in the NBA that doesn't want to be on their team. And then a team is not finna keep a player that doesn't want to be on the team, especially when they're in the top echelon of the league. Like these are the best of the best.
That's true.
This nigga can train our franchise. Like NBA players have a greater level of leverage. NFL players ain't got that. But when KD said, look, I want to be on these 3 teams, like Wally said, he ended up on one of them.
Yeah, but that wasn't his top pick. I mean, again, I don't know. Like
that was his top 3 picks. He had
that was his top 3. But when you would have put it in order, it was more likely his second to last pick. That's what I'm saying. Like if you told me right now,
it was a third pick. It was a third.
I don't know. I said second to third. I don't know which one in order it was. But all I'm saying
Wally, you said second to last. That means that's his third pick.
Second to third. Yeah, I just said second to third, right? I said second to third.
No, you said second to last.
I said second
but either way, though, it was still his third pick. His third pick he went to. He picked 3 and he went to one of the 3. Think about that.
Well, yeah, but when I say no, but when I'm saying that is if KD had an order, more likely the Suns were like the second to third best team he wanted to go to.
No, he was already on the Suns. No, I'm saying when he was on
when he was on the Nets, that was one of the 3 teams he wanted to go to. I'm saying if he had an order, more likely so that was the second to third team he wanted to go to. I'm saying in this, I don't know what's his number 1 team he goes to, but so far constantly Miami is always the destination. He switched up the last 2 this time around, so that's what I'm saying. Like Miami's pretty much the top pick he wants to go to, and then it's alternating between Spurs and Timberwolves. I think if he had to choose between the 2, I mean, you probably would go with Timberwolves because you got someone that's a younger competitor, and then I mean Spurs is also a nice one, but then it's like okay, it still got some workage to do amongst the lower end of the stick.
Well, play the teams out because C Money, you want to say you're picking the Spurs, right?
I think that's where he's gonna end up.
And Wally, you're saying Timberwolves, right?
No, well, I'm not really saying anything. I'm just saying, like, I'm saying
Wally, you gotta pick one. Goddamn, Wally, can't be
ambiguous. I'm over here talking about where he's mine at. I'm not talking about from my personal game.
No, Wally, you gotta pick one, man. That's the whole point
I'm
of
over here
the
talking
debate.
about where he's thinking. You over here talking about I gotta pick one. Like, okay. If it was me, if I'm looking at these teams and I'm saying to myself, okay, what is the best strategy for KD to go to and say, win or build, like build to win? I mean, it's neither Spurs or T-Wolves.
Who would you pick? Just say the team name.
Exactly. I just said Spurs or T-Wolves. I really undecided. I really can't.
Okay, so Spurs or T-Wolves. Yeah. So we're Wally the T-Wolves. CJ, you're gonna take the Spurs, and I'm gonna take the Knicks.
You're throwing the Knicks
right?
In?
Yeah, I'm picking the Knicks because I think, look, if you want him to win a championship, another championship, is that what y'all were basing y'all pick off of?
Well, no, I'm saying my pick was based upon build and win. So, because of course, if you go there, you're going to sell somebody over. So, there's going to be a little bit of a building period. That's why I'm like, okay, yeah, there has to be a build.
Y'all know, you know how old KD is, right?
Like what? He's like in his upper 30s?
Yeah, 35.
How old you think KD's 35?
Yeah, he's 35, about to be 36.
Yeah,
no, hell no. KD's actually probably about 36, about to be 37.
Hold on. He's 36. Yeah, about to be 37. Yep.
He's 36. Kevin Durant, 1 year older than me. So it ain't gonna be no rebuilding around this shit.
I mean, I'm just saying I'm not saying to be built around him, but I'm just saying, like, you gotta think about it. You get KD, you're trading certain pieces. So I'm saying there's gonna be some lopsided play. There's gonna be some support of lopsidedness on the team a little bit.
Shit, I think the Spurs will do it just based off of one. They got the assets to do it.
Who are they gonna trade?
They can get Devin Vassell and Jeremy Sohan the fuck out of here. And then
you really want to get rid of? Well, here I'll get rid of Vassell just because you got Castle.
Exactly.
So you got
to get rid of Sohan because Sohan is playing the same position.
Pretty good though.
Yeah, but he playing the same position as KD. They both play the floor. Sohan just can't shoot like KD. KD, granted, can't get rebounds like Sohan, but you got Wemby down there.
I mean, you got Wemby.
Those two. Throw that 14th pick in there, and then just for shits and giggles, throw Harrison Barnes.
What do you think the Suns are gonna want back in return?
They want young players and as many fucking
like who you gonna give up? So you said Vassell
and Sohan. You can have both of them.
You're not gonna get just Vassell and Sohan for KD.
And the 14th pick.
You're gonna have to give up more than just one pick.
Fine, you can have all the other picks you want, but you ain't getting that second pick.
You don't have to give up 2 at least first round picks.
They're not giving up that second pick. It's gonna be that first round pick, Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sohan. No. Some cash, bro.
You gonna okay? That's your trade package. And Wally, you said for the Timberwolves, what the Timberwolves got?
The Timberwolves. I mean, shoot, I don't know. That's why I'm just gonna throw it out there. I mean, like I said, I just throw it out there based upon where he wants to go. Hold on, let me look at Timberwolves because I don't even remember what they have.
In Minnesota, they'll probably
you can give up Randall because Randall about to walk after this year.
You have to probably give up Randall, McDaniels, and probably one more.
Randall, McDaniels. Shoot, yeah, that's sort of tough. I doubt they'll get away Mike Collins. I don't think so. They'll get Mike Collins.
They don't want Mike Conley. Mike Conley too old.
Yeah, but he can still do something. I mean,
nigga, Mike Conley will fuck around, get traded to Phoenix, and retire.
I mean, yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of young players. It's like you don't really know what you want out of this. I mean, at best, they trade those two players, and then it's like they gave away picks.
Exactly. That's what they'll have to do, and that's why I said San Antonio, because San Antonio has the most valuable draft pick out of everybody that's like available that's trying to hunt for it right now. They got the number 2 and the 14th pick. So if they just say, you know what, fine, fuck it, we'll throw the number 2 pick in there. They still got the 14th pick. That's why they enticing Phoenix with the 14th pick, because they already know it's known KD don't want to be there. So have the 14th pick.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna add real quick because plus, you know, well, I don't know how Darren Fox is gonna come back from injury and then work that out. But when Darren Fox come in there, yeah, because they got Darren Fox, they got Wemby, then they got KD. Yeah, because I forgot Fox was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
gonna pay that. Yeah, that payroll is gonna look crazy.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is because honestly,
it's gonna only look crazy for like 2, maybe 3 years. KD ain't gonna be there that damn long.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna have no bench, and KD can't do it without a bench. It's already improved.
Hey, you gotta remember when he was younger. Wemby's still on a rookie deal, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying, think about it. KD couldn't do it with a younger roster.
I get
with
that.
Him getting max money. Why is he gonna be able to do it when he's getting super max money?
Not gonna get super max money in San Antonio.
They're trading for him. His contract is still the same.
Nigga, that contract gonna be that way for 1 year. That's why they're trying to get rid of him now. Because if they don't get nothing now, he walks next year.
Yeah. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, if the Suns really want to get KD and get something valuable,
who else?
They can
I told you what the best trade for the. I'm talking from the perspective of the best trade for the team that's sending him away. For the Phoenix Suns, the best trade they can get, in my opinion, would be to try to pick up from the New York Knicks that beaver teeth ass nigga. What's his name?
Bridges.
Mikal Bridges. Pick him up. And who was the other nigga I said?
Cat.
And give him maybe 1 second round draft pick.
I mean,
and they actually might be able to slide out without even giving the second round draft pick.
I mean, Bridges, and then you give Cat. You know, I ain't gonna lie. That's actually pretty respectable. I gotta deal with that. That's actually pretty respectable because 9 out of 10. If the Suns also don't get too rat's ass about what's his name, then Bridges motherfucking coming in, that just replaces his ass like automatically.
Think about what you adding to the Suns. You keeping Devin Booker. He's your scoring factor. You keep him at the 2. You're bringing in a 3 that can get buckets too, to a certain extent. You're adding in a 4/5 in Karl Anthony Towns. And let's say you look up and get a draft pick. Whatever year that might be. Like, dude, you good. Because they done pretty much slashed this whole team and fucked the whole team up. They literally was in the NBA Finals and fucked that team up from that point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, dude, I think that's a. Look, I would think that would be even trading. Honestly, I don't even think the Knicks even gotta say. Well, I don't even think the Suns gotta say we'll give you the draft pick. We'll trade you 2 players for this one guy. I would see New York doing that dumb shit. It's like, hey, look, we don't take a 36-year-old, about to be 37-year-old Kevin Durant for Karl Anthony Towns and fucking beaver teeth ass nigga. Bridges. I can see them doing it. Yeah, Mikal Bridges. I'm sorry. They I can see them doing that, and I don't see that being a bad trade for either team. In the grand scheme of things, it'll really come down to coaching and how they play together. But You can see the positives on both sides.
Small forward.
You can see having somebody that actually can lend scoring on the inside and on the outside. Because think about it, Mikal Bridges will be the third option on that squad, so that's going to free him up to get more points. Because it's going to be pretty much Devin Booker, Cat, then fucking Mikal. So that's going to help him out. He won't be the number 2 option. And then if KD goes over there, it's like Jalen Brunson to get some relief from scoring as much. You still got Josh Hart. You still got all these other Anunoby. Anunoby had to step up, but look, don't listen to me. Look, that's just some dumb shit that's been running through my mind. Don't worry about it. It's stupid. It's stupid. Don't worry about it. KD don't need to go to the Knicks.
He had a 2K trade.
But I ain't gonna lie, that's sort of, it's morally prominent that he would probably go there. Just because, and plus I ain't gonna lie, if KD does go, I mean, it actually would be in the Knicks' best favor at this point because, well, 1, you're going to the East, which you never played on. 2, at this point,
he played in the East, nigga. He played for the Nets.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, and then he played Boston. Oh no, he played for the Nets. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he just had that fucked up moment because the Knicks want to be stupid about Kyrie shit. Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well.
He played in the East.
Yeah.
He saw how that worked out for him, having 3 top heavy salary carrying players. He see how that worked out. Oh, we're all hurt every now and then.
Yeah, you know how that shit be. But
yeah, well,
then they come down to
he damn straight making it to Miami. That's one thing for sure.
Yeah, he definitely.
Look, KD turned basketball into a, like, you know how they say about football, it's a game of inches. KD turned basketball into a game of inches with your long ass feet.
This nigga said that.
They were talking some crazy. There was a lot of.
Look, they would have wanted the champion was going to come out of the East that year, no matter what.
Yeah,
they were going to beat the Suns.
The West
came down to inches.
The Western Conference Finals was the Clippers of the Suns that year. That was a weak West. So I mean, either way, it was gonna be a nasty looking finals. But we gonna see where KD goes. But man, before we get up out of here, Wally, let everybody know where they can find you at. Jerry J, you do the same. Jalen, appreciate you for hopping up on here. That nigga Instagram. We already joke around with that nigga about it, but we're gonna get it together. Wally, let everybody know where to find you at.
Well, you can find me swerving around the network every other time, or somewhere in these comments every other moment, probably eventually. But other than that, just real quick for my last little statement, yeah, no, seriously though, he is never gonna make it to Miami, and I know a bunch of people in Miami are gonna be starting crying like, "Oh, y'all niggas ain't never do nothing. Y'all can't get nobody." Oh, bitch, stop crying because y'all know we can't get them anyways. I know they're gonna be a bunch of Miami Heat fans that are gonna be crying because they didn't get these players. I'm like, nigga, keep on crying. We don't got no one to buy. We got no one to sell. We got no one to give up. And let's be real here. I'm not trying to give a whole lot of young players over to these niggas anyways. Crazy. Yes, do we need to blow this shit up? Of course. But there's certain people I'm not willing to get. Keyword, sorry.
That's fair. That's definitely fair. JV, let everybody know they can find you at out.
Right here. Y'all already know. Find me over here on Let's Talk with JVJ, the JVJ Network, or if you watch it on Facebook, find us over there too. Every time we doing something, just make sure y'all turn the notice on so y'all know when we dropping something. But outside of that, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Talk in the back chat.
Shit, all right. Well, another episode, C Money Podcast, Mondays, 8. Well, not 8. It's fucking 7. But Mondays, 7. I got to get up early in the morning, people. Niggas got to work like a motherfucker. So, shit. I got some music that's possibly finna drop. Finally got done with the videos. Shit, finally made time for it. But I'll let y'all know whenever the fuck that's gonna happen. But been another episode. Peace. Damn, fucking it.